Allegiance. The prayer this evening will be offered by the good delegate from Montgomery County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, I would like to read an inspirational poem that's particularly appropriate on a day when we have so many Union and brothers and sisters here in Annapolis with us. And as we hurtle towards Sine Die, I think that this poem is appropriate for us because we are building a better future for Maryland. This is a poem by Charles Franklin Benavigar, and it's called A Builder or a Wrecker. As I watched them tear a building down, a gang of men in a busy town, with a ho, heave, ho, and a lusty yell, they swung a beam and the sidewall fell. I asked the foreman, are these men skilled, and the men you'd hire if you wanted to build? He gave a laugh and said, no, indeed, just common labor is all I need. I can easily wreck in a day or two what builders have taken years to do. And I thought to myself as I went my way, which of these roles have I tried to play? Am I a builder who works with care, measuring life by rule and square? Am I shaping my work to a well-made plan, patiently doing the best I can? Or am I a wrecker who walks to town, content with the labor of tearing down? Oh Lord, let my life and my labors be that which will build for eternity. Let's continue to build for eternity here in Maryland. Thank you.
Amen. Quorum call.
Madam Speaker.
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. There being 123 members present, the House is now in session. There being 123 members present, the House is now in session. So ordered, petitions, memorials, and other papers. House Bill amended in the Senate. House Bill 200, the clerk will read the bill and the Senate amendments.
House Bill 200, Budget Bill, Fiscal Year 2024.
Recognizing the committee chair.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move not to concur.
The motion for the House is to not to concur in the Senate amendments. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The amendments are rejected. The clerk will read the message to the Senate.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate receive from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate B. Barnes chair, Delegate Chang, Delegate Smith, Delegate Grice, and Delegate Corman. In addition, the House has appointed in advisory capacity Delegates Shetty, J. Lewis, and Bridges. Said bill is returned herewith.
House Bill amended in the Senate. House Bill 202. The clerk will read the bill and the Senate amendments.
House Bill 202, Budget Reconciliation and Financing Act of 2023.
Recognizing the committee chair.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move not to concur.
The motion before the House is to not concur in the Senate amendments. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Madam Speaker.
The ayes have it. Amendments are rejected. Gentlelady from
Hartford, Cecil. Yes. Yeah, I had a question. If the, I guess the chair could rise for a question.
Committee chair.
Is it about the BRFA?
Yes, it is.
No, we'll see the BRFA back after conference committee.
What was that? I didn't understand that. I guess I don't understand.
Okay. Yes.
So the question first is that we just you just rejected the amendments that were put on the Senate.
That's right.
Okay. So with that amendment being rejected, that means that the BRFA now, it matches both? So there is no other opportunity for me to ask a question? This is a question, because I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the process is we didn't concur in their amendments. We'll go to conference committee. We'll work out the differences between the two houses. It'll come back before you
Okay.
with the conference committee report for an up or down vote, red or green.
Okay, and that's when I address my questions?
You could ask questions at that point as to what came out of the conference committee report.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Thrown off. The clerk will read the message to the Senate.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate recede from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate B. Barnes chair, Delegate Chang, Delegate Grice, Delegate Forbes, and Delegate Shetty. In addition, the House has appointed in advisory capacity Delegate Smith, Bridges, and Corman. Said bill is returned herewith.
Committee reports. Report of the Committee on Appropriations, report number 14. Clerk will read the first bill.
House Bill 948, Public Employee Relations Act. Favorable amendments. Amendment number 1.
Recognizing the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Be so much be considered the reading the amendments.
So ordered.
Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 makes technical changes and restores language that narrows the scope of items that can be negotiated between a public school and an exclusive representative of public school employees. Amendment number 3 makes technical changes as well, modifies actions employers and employee organizations are prohibited from taking, and extends the duration of time a showing of interest form is valid for an election to determine whether an exclusive representative should no longer represent a unit. Amendment number 4 modifies the role of the Deputy Director of the Board and applies precedent from the existing boards to apply to the new board. Move the amendments, Madam Speaker.
Question for the House is the adoption of the amendments. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Favorable report is adopted. Are there any additional amendments to the bill or to its title? Hearing none, the bill is ordered printed for third reading. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 1274, Employees Retirement and Pension Systems, Reemployment Earnings Limitation, COVID-19 Exemption. Favorable amendments. Amendment number 1.
Recognizing the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So much to be considered, the reading of the amendments.
So ordered.
There is one amendment. That amendment is technical. Move the amendments.
Question for the House is the adoption of the amendment. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. The question now is adoption of the favorable report as amended. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Favorable report is adopted. Are there any additional amendments to the bill or to its title? Hearing none, the bill is ordered printed for third reading. Report of the Committee on Judiciary, report number 18. Clerk will read the bill.
House Bill 772, Human Relations, Civil Rights Enforcement, Powers of the Attorney General. Favorable amendments. Amendment number 1.
Madam Speaker.
Recognizing the chairman of the committee.
Move so much be considered the reading of the amendments.
So ordered.
The amendments that are added to the bill are clarifying. Move the amendments.
Question for the House is the adoption of the amendments. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The amendments have been adopted. The question now is the adoption of the favorable report as amended. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The favorable report is adopted. Are there any additional amendments to the bill as to its title? Recognizing the minority leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Would it be possible the committee chair would allow us to special order this till tomorrow in order to review the bill to see if there are potentialities for amendment or any other questions?
To the appropriate time for tomorrow for amendments, and if there are amendments, we ask that they be provided to the committee office, please.
We'd get them to you as soon as what we could.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Question for the House is Special Order HB 772 to appropriate time tomorrow. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The bill has been special ordered. House Resolution Recognizing the gentlelady from Prince George's.
Madam Speaker, colleagues, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Annapolis Dragon Boat Club. All right. The Annapolis Dragon Boat Club is part of the nonprofit Annapolis Dragon Boat Foundation, which supports recovery from breast cancer and development healthy bodies and spirits. This club promotes dragon boating for recovering women to build physical strength and confidence, as well as friendship and recreation while on the water. It was founded in 2010 by Annapolis businessman, breast cancer survivor also, Mike Ashford. Mike believed that women were out on the water paddling others, they would get a break and not think about being a breast cancer survivor for a little while. Every 4 years, the Cancer Paddlers Commission holds an International Dragon Boat Festival where thousands of athletes and all breast cancer survivors and the supporters arrive from around the globe to compete and celebrate both the games and the journey. The Annapolis team departs next week to New Zealand when they will compete and represent Maryland in the festival. Let's welcome the Annapolis Dragon Boat Club.
Will the reading clerk please read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Annapolis Dragon Boat Club in recognition of your mission to support breast cancer recovery, grow friendships, and teamwork for cancer survivors, and represent Maryland at the International Festival 2023. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 27th day of March 2023.
Recognizing the gentlelady from Charles.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegates' names.
Permission granted.
Colleagues, please join Chairman Wilson, Delegate Patterson, Delegate Harris, and myself in congratulating the State of Maryland 2A Girls Varsity Basketball Champions. All right. The Henry E. Lackey High School Chargers from Charles County. Welcome to the floor, team captains Kennedy Hall and Raylan Lee. In the balcony are the entire Henry E. Lackey High School girls basketball team, Coach Jonelle Barnes, Charles County Commissioner President Reuben Collins, Charles County Commissioner Vice President Ralph Patterson. Colleagues, join me in recognizing this awesome achievement and join me in giving them a warm welcome to the State House. Thank you.
Will the reading clerk please read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Henry E. Lackey High School girls varsity basketball team in recognition of winning the 2023 Class 2A Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association Girls Basketball State Championship. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 27th day of March 2023.
We have another group that's caught in traffic, so at this time we're going to do the Women's History Month. One of the good delegate representing Baltimore County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I recently read these words and just need to say them aloud. The beauty and power of womanhood, while it is uniquely ubiquitous, it is somehow still indescribable. Strong, kind, unapologetic, brilliant, brave, relentless. Being a woman is a vast, colorful, multifaceted experience that truly knows no bounds. This describes any one of us in here. But tonight, I focus on Lydia Walther Rodriguez, who knows the hopes, dreams, and struggles of the people she serves. She knows the way they feel about being in a place so foreign that they often feel they don't belong. Ms. Rodriguez is the regional director of the immigrant advocate group CASA. Lydia is a dreamer. Born in Panama in 1990, Ms. Rodriguez has been tireless in her fight for immigrants in Maryland. The Afro-Latina Walther Rodriguez first got involved in immigrant rights as a student activist at Morgan State University, arguing for the Maryland Dream Act in 2010. Since joining CASA 3 years later, 2013, her agenda has included everything from employment, literacy training, police reform, and environmental justice to citizenship and legal services. Always working to ensure an improvement in the lives of those who seek the support of CASA. Seeing hope always toward achieving all of the group's goals. She asserts, together, Black and brown communities are building our city and fighting back against historic and current oppressions. She continues, we must urge the legislative changes that can bring our families the dignity they deserve, while demanding local policy solutions that respect our people's contributions and improve the quality of life in the Baltimore region. Lydia now oversees CASA's organizing and leadership development efforts in Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Georgia. She opines that it is our human right as people living on this earth to live in a safe and habitable planet where all communities, including migrants, can thrive. Lydia Walther Rodriguez is a bridge builder. She's a hurricane who embraces the dreams of immigrants, whether they've come by foot or plane or bus or sea, to find a new life, a second chance. This poem I offer is one which reminds me of her. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, the adventure of being alive. Lydia Walther Rodriguez, a New Marylander, not by birth, but by heart and address, who is changing lives, who sets a tone for the work we all do for children, families, the disenfranchised, our earth and sky, the air we breathe. Lydia, a woman, phenomenal, a phenomenal woman. And I hope somewhere here I can present the woman herself, Lydia Rodriguez.
While we're waiting on the group, this is Monday night. Let's do the pages.
Come on down, you wonderful sunshines. Wow, oh my goodness. What? Look at them, y'all. Ain't they beautiful? Oh my God, they are beautiful, Madam Speaker. You know, women are gorgeous, and these are young women. They're going to grow up to be beautiful women, but that's okay. They're here with us for this whole week to take care of all of you wonderful delegates. So y'all just look out. It's going to be a good week. I want you to know. Now, I'm going to start off with these nice ladies right here. The first one, I want you to step up, ladies, and wave your hand and let them know who you are. Okay? The first one, Kimberly Augustine, Prince George's County, District 47A, Charles Herbert Flowers High School. Jordan Davis, Charles County, District 28, North Point High School. Layla L.D. Riff. Wait a minute, I'll get it right. S-H-E-E-F-I-F. Frederick County, District 4, Oakdale High School. Fabian Germa, Montgomery County, District 15, Thomas L. Wooten High School. Rissa Gupta, Montgomery County, District 14, Gettysburg High School. Brandon Howard Hartford County District 35A, C. Milton Wright High School. Okay, Mala DeSantum, Howard County District 9B, Centennial High School. Gabrielle Wiggins, Baltimore County District 11B, Franklin High School. All right, you sunshine, let's get it together. We're going to do it for the whole week now. And so all of these, visit your delegates, because let them know who you are and what you all about. So I want you to make sure you're here tomorrow all the way to Friday when I announce you wonderful people again. Okay, sunshines, there you go. Madam Speaker, one more announcement from the protocol. It's going to be short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I only have one on this list. I only have one on its list.
Will the gentlelady please yield? No, will the gentlelady please tell us what the name is? Because you said last Friday you would.
I don't think the speaker want me to do that. But I tell you one thing, I'm going to get him. I want you to know that I want to just thank y'all from the bottom of my heart of y'all doing this for me. Thank you for making my job really good. To only get down from 140 since one's missing, okay? 140, and I only need one. So I'm going to get them, Madam Speaker. Thank you for letting me have this little bit of time, okay? And thank you for letting me have this job. I thank you very much. Have a great night.
Okay. Gentlelady from Prince George.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. That is a tough act to follow, but tonight is District 21 night in Annapolis, and we had about 100 constituents from both the Anne Arundel and the Prince George's County parts of our district join us for food and drink and a legislative update. Permission to use the delegates' names, Madam Speaker?
Permission granted.
Thank you. On behalf of Delegate Ben Barnes and Delegate Joseline Pena-Melnick, please join me in welcoming our residents who came up to the State House tonight from Anne Arundel and Prince George's counties. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
We have our group here. Can we? The group has arrived. The sponsor to introduce the group.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegate's name, Madam Speaker.
Permission granted.
Colleagues, how about a round of applause and welcome back to Delegate Gary Simmons. Ladies and gentlemen, Delegate Simmons and I, along with alumni of Glen Burnie Gophers, Delegate Mark Chang, we would like to acknowledge the Glen Burnie High School 4A state champion in Women's History Month, women's basketball. Representing them tonight is head coach Sam Porter and principal Kevin Carr. Thank you for your patience. The team arrived here a little bit late, yet I want to talk about their record. 24-2 on the season, 15-0, 0 in the region, and a 43-40 victory in the state championship game over Churchill High School. It is my honor to acknowledge them. This is the first state championship in this school's history since 1999. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Will the reading clerk read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Glen Burnie High School girls basketball team in recognition of winning the 2023 Maryland Public Secondary School Athletic Association Class 4A Girls Basketball State Championship. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 27th day of March 2023.
Understand the girls group has made it. You're in the gallery. Stand up. Stand up.
Janelle is waiting too, so.
Are there any delegation announcements? Delegation announcements. Okay. Any caucus announcements? Democratic caucus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, the House Democratic Caucus will be meeting tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. in the Prince George's County Delegation Room. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Republican caucus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Republican caucus will meet tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., room 145.
Are there any personal or guests? Oh my, everybody getting up. All right. Baltimore County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, it is my great honor to introduce brothers and sisters representing the AFL-CIO, who has been instrumental in helping to create a stronger Maryland. We are thrilled to have them with us today on the gallery. Members from the AFT Maryland, including President Kenya Campbell, the Baltimore County Federation of Public Employees President John Ripley, the members of the Union of AFT Maryland, the Baltimore Teacher Union with President Diamond Tay, Brown Teacher Chapter Chair Christina Duncan, Evans PSRP Chair Sandra Davis, the City Union of Baltimore with President Antoinette Ryan Johnson, Maryland Professional Employees Council, State Employees in Unit Z with President Jerry Smith, the Maryland School for the Deaf Executive Board members Edna Johnston, Deb Hill, and Casey Russell, the Montgomery College Faculty Union AAUP with President Tito Becca, the AFT Maryland Healthcare, our state nurses and healthcare workers with President Yvonne Doyle, and the Baltimore County Federation of Public Health Nurses with Beverly Grace. Madam Speaker, the hard work and commitment of our unions creating a better future for our state is admirable. Colleagues, let's give a big hand of applause to our union folks here on the gallery.
Stand. We can see you better when you stand. Stand up, please. All of it. Thank you. Gentleman from Anne Arundel.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegates' names?
Permission granted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This evening we had District 33 evening, and we have constituents in the gallery. In a minute, we're going to give them a round of applause, but on behalf of Delegate Schmidt and Delegate Bagnall, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out this evening. It was a great evening. We're always here to serve. For the residents of District 33 here, please stand and welcome them, my colleagues. Thank you.
Gentlelady from Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of the House, please join me in welcoming the first intercollegiate Greek letter fraternity established for African American men. Founded on a cold December 4th, 1906 at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, by 7 college men who recognized the need for a strong bond of brotherhood. The Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is headquartered right here in the great state of Maryland. Notable members include Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass, Thurgood Marshall, and our own Governor, Wes Moore. Please join me in welcoming the members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated from across the state.
Madam Speaker.
Gentlelady from Prince George's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, please join me in welcoming the Prince George's County chapter of the NAACP, being led by their president, Linda Thomas, and her executive board. Please stand and give them a big hand.
Gentleman from St. Mary's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Tonight, I'd like to welcome 4 Eagle Scouts from St. Mary's County, Troop 1203, Zach Horner, Tommy McDevitt, Owen Suter, and Matthew Voigthofer. All 4 of these young men attained the rank of Eagle Scout within the last year, and they joined an elite group of driven, determined, and service-oriented young men, as only 4% of Boy Scouts actually go on to achieve the rank of Eagle. And when I asked them earlier how long it took, they all said our entire lives. So with that, please join me in congratulating them for their incredible achievement.
Gentleman from Anne Arundel.
Good evening, Madam Speaker. I rise today to give thanks to my colleagues here in the House of Delegates for showing love and continues to keeping me in their prayers during these trying times for me. As I return here today to the floor, it means nothing more than to be in the midst of greatness as my colleagues have welcomed me back here today. I just want to give a special thanks to the Anne Arundel County delegation for all the love that they have shown, including the Legislative Black Caucus and all the members that have contacted me via by phone or on emails to wish me luck and to pray for me during my time. Being in the hospital dealing with a double bypass was no easy feat, but I was in a hurry to get back here. So I'm a couple of weeks ahead of schedule. So, but during that time, we talk about family here a lot, and we do a lot of praying. So I want you to know that I know how important that is for me. I've invited my brother who came up from Savannah to take care of me. He's in the gallery. If I can get my brother Larry Simmons to rise and acknowledge him. Madam Speaker, also I've had the chance to have an amazing staff that has really been taking care of my office, including with the assistance of your office watching over us. So I just want to give thanks to my staff for being an amazing group of people as they have represented the people of District 12B every day that I've been gone, and we look forward to continuing to do the work of the people. So thank you, ma'am, and I give blessings to all of y'all.
Gentlelady from Anne Arundel.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use the delegates' names.
Permission granted.
On behalf of Vice Chair Mark Chang and Delegate Mike Rogers of District 32, I would like to recognize our guests in the gallery this evening, 7th grader Bella Van. Please stand. Bella is from MacArthur Middle School, and she is the Anne Arundel County Spelling Bee champion. Bella outlasted 27 school-level spellers to win, and she will represent the county in the 2023 countywide, she represented the county in the 2023 countywide spelling bee. She is going on to represent the county nationally at the spelling bee in May. Also with Bella are her parents, her siblings, and her principal, Mr. Eugene Whiting Jr., principal of MacArthur. And thank you to my staff, my legislative aide, Sari Wish, for making everything happen tonight. Thank you, Sari. And thank you, colleagues, for making Bella and her family feel welcome. Look out for her in the National Spelling Bee in May. Very exciting. Thank you.
Gentlelady from Charles.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, please join me in welcoming two outstanding students from the Jefferson County International Baccalaureate Program located in Irondale, Alabama, my granddaughters, Ryan and Evan Patterson. They're in front.
Madam Speaker.
Gentleman from Anne Arundel.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, I know you might ask yourself every once in a while, who keeps that goofy one-eyed guy in line and who helps him spell some of the bigger spelling bee words and is so on top of my things that was enough to pre-file my protocol dues this year so they got there on time. Colleagues, I'd like to recognize my Chief of Staff of one, Ms. Asia Rodriguez, in the balcony tonight, who also was in charge of District 31 night, and I know we have some constituents in District 31 up there. Welcome them into the gallery as well, if you can stand up. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
Gentlelady from Prince George's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, hopefully you have received the email about the date of the Speaker Society reception, which has been changed to Tuesday, April the 4th, to accommodate some of our other colleagues and former colleagues with their religious event the following day. So it will be held in the Rotunda area of the House Office Building on April the 4th, that is Tuesday, April the 4th, from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. If you plan to attend, we must have your RSVP ASAP. Make sure that you make your payment no later than Thursday, March the 30th. You can even do so tonight if you see Ms. Joyce Amos of the Speaker's office, who sits right outside of our chambers. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you on Tuesday, April the 4th at the Speaker Society reception. Thank you.
Any other personal or guest announcements? Okay. That ends the work at the desk. Quorum call before adjournment.
Madam Speaker.
Has everyone recorded their presence? Clerk will take the call. There being 125 members present, the House is still in session, recognizing the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stands adjourned until Tuesday, March 28th at 10 a.m., Legislative Day, March 17th.